trying to punish Brennan and others for criticizing him. And that is a crime in monarchies like Saudi Arabia, where to criticize the crown is considered an act of terrorism. Not in this country. That's why we fought a revolution against a mad king.
Do you think, though, to that point, because what we're seeing is this play out, right? And a lot of this comes, too, from, there's the Brennan issue, but then there's also the enemy of the people when it comes to journalists and people calling out things like that. And there isn't always as much of an appetite, perhaps, as some people would like for that thought of, yes, it's important to keep this free press here. Yes, it's important to keep a check on things. Yes, you should have the ability to speak out and say whatever you want.
The president's extraordinary attack on the CIA, the FBI, Bob Mueller, never mind the press, we can take heat like that, but he is attacking the pillars of national security in this country. Because why? He's terrified. He is terrified of the Russia investigation. He is terrified that the walls are closing in on him. And a man like John Brennan, who, yes, was part of the initial investigation in 2006 and the beginning of 2007, he knows things that we ordinary citizens don't. This is part of what Trump fears.
Former Director Clapper spoke out over the weekend about what we're seeing from John Brennan. Here's what he had to say.
Do you think that John Brennan's hyperbole is an issue here? Is one of the reasons we're having this crisis?
Well, I think it is. I think, John is sort of like a freight train. The common denominator among all of us that have been speaking up, though, is genuine concern about the jeopardy or threats to our institutions and values. But John and his rhetoric have become, I think, an issue in and of itself.
Is Brennan going too far? Is he in some ways playing into the president's hands, based on what we just heard from James Clapper?
I think not.